Pattison Fanatics Sports Hour. Join the crowd and feel the power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Pattison Ave Phanatics Show. I'm your host, Tom Kelly. With me, as always, Willy Guns, as the ladies say. Mike Fuji in the house for another week. What's up, Fuji?
Going on, playoff time. Packers 4:30 Sunday, everybody. Lock the doors, close the windows, bolt it all down. Let's get the party rocking, right flipping now. How's everybody doing?
I love
Party
it.
at the food.
I love it. And with us in the house today, longtime friend of mine, longtime friend of the show, my man Allen Andracavage, a longtime season ticket holder. What is up, my friend?
Oh, what's up, man? I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me on. Ready to talk some birds. I mean, it's playoff time. It's a whole new animal. We're talking whole new animal.
Season.
I was explaining to Norm a little while ago how he was watching me in this regular season game. He was like, "If you're this bad now," I'm like, "You don't even understand. I'm an absolute maniac when it comes to playoff time because it is. It's like watching. It is. It's Christmas
all over again. If you don't feel the vibe, you're not an Eagles fan.
We should do a
not
watch
from
along.
Philadelphia.
I'll tell you right now, T. I'll do a watch along, dude. I will do a watch along, bro. I don't
know how good I would be in a watch along setting because I can't. I'm up. I'm down. I can't sit. Like back. When back during the Super Bowl in 18, I didn't sit except during commercials. Like like my body wouldn't let me relax. Yeah. The night before I watched every Eagles DVD that I own, every single one of them. It's just that time, man. It's playoff time.
Right. Yep.
Oh,
what's everybody doing for the game? Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Fuji. And then we'll go with
it. If it was anything like that Tampa game 3 years ago at South House.
Oh my God, we were lit up that night.
I was a train wreck.
So Norm, my co-owner over here at Cole County Entertainment. Norm is a lifelong Washington Commanders fan. Now, there's a backstory there that we won't get too far into, but the Washington Commanders franchise originated up here in Pottsville, PA. So that literally, I told him that was the best reason I've ever heard of someone, not from Pennsylvania, this side of PA, not being an Eagles fan. This is basically his home. It's basically his hometown team. However, this is Pattison Ave Phanatics Show. So, listen, let's jump into before we look ahead. Let's look back on this past season. Let's look back on this past Sunday. This was usually a game this team would lose. I don't know if anybody else kind of picked up on this. If I'm just a moron, but this particular game would be one, and understandably so. That would have put you at a 13-4 season. But this second and third strings had no quit in them.
None.
What did you guys take away from Sunday's game watching it? Like, what were your Allen? If you had to take big takeaways, what were your takeaways from Sunday's game?
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is going to be a beast. On the offensive side, we got a bunch of young wide receivers and running backs that have been working with. You can tell they've been working with A.J. Brown. They've been working with Saquon. When Kenny Gainwell from last year to this year, he ain't the same guy. But you look at the running back room, you add Saquon, and that changes everything. That makes everybody want to step up. So, yeah, I don't really,
He makes everybody play better, Barkley, man. He's a good locker room
everybody.
guy, too. I always preach locker room mentality, team mentality.
Yep.
And he's a very unselfish player.
Absolutely. He could have demanded to go for the record and and all that stuff. But my takeaways from Sunday, Jeremiah Trotter is going to be a special young player. We already know Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are they're lights out. I mean, you know, got Quinyanamo Bay over there.
The exciting whites.
Oh, and the exciting whites. Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Zach Bond. I hope the Eagles sign him.
They better.
You know, I hope they extend that young man. But the takeaways from
Burks
Sundays,
looking nice out there.
Yeah,
Burks looking good.
Yeah. This Sunday, it was nice to see Dallas Goedert back out there too, getting some reps himself
too.
You know, yeah,
absolutely. He's getting reps against first team defense.
But Allen, you didn't mention the hugest key, or you're not done yet? Are you not done yet, or did you? There's a
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
McKay.
I might.
McKay is the huge
Tanner.
Wow.
Tanner. Yes.
Talking about
Tanner accurate. My boy is accurate, bro.
Yes.
Wow.
He right now is like, I think Jalen finished at like 68% passing. I think Tanner only played 2 games, but he's like at 66% passing in those 2 games.
His numbers 27 to 41, 269 yards, 2 tutties with a 100.6 QBR. Not too shabby for your first 6 quarters, or your first game you started.
And he sees the field. And he sees the whole field.
He's tall enough.
I want to hear Fuji's hype. I want to hear what Fuji's going to say. Go ahead, Fuji.
Overall, I think Will Shipley finally got some clock. Like, I don't know why they haven't been. I mean, he's got, he can run the ball. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. I mean, Dotson finally got some. I mean, you actually saw him now. It's a shame, like, where the hell was he all year? But I don't know. I mean, Trotter looked good. I just, this team. No, I don't know if anybody noticed. Jordan Davis played a good part of that game.
Wow,
yeah, 5.
Yes, he did.
5 solo tackles, 1 for loss.
Yes.
It was nice to see him and this deep into a season running around. Because the last couple of seasons, towards the end of the year, he took a little bit off of his I guess energy level, so to speak. But he came into camp this year in shape. So
he plays with a chip on his shoulder. And Jordan Davis plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's hard, straight to the bone. I'm gonna beat this guy in front of me no matter what.
When I saw,
did you see the play? Are you going to talk about the same thing I was going to talk about?
No.
When he was running towards the sideline. Remember, it was like a play around the side. He was chasing I think it was a fast quarterback in the NFL. I forget what team it was, but Jordan Davis literally was chasing him down and didn't give him was it Lamar?
Alan, look who's checking in. Look who's checking in, Alan.
Who's that?
Sean Waz.
Oh, what's up, Waz? What's up, Waz? How you doing, brother?
So Waz knows Alan as well. Waz, obviously, friend of the show as well. I think the thing that I'm most excited about this team, this season, now that the regular season is officially over the last, 25, 30 years, there's been a lot of great defenses. Jim Johnson was one of the best D coordinators that we've ever had. You had some wide 9 guys in there, and you've had some really good defenses. But for the first time since 1991, the Philadelphia Eagles end the regular season with the #1 defense in football. And I think that speaks volumes to Vic Fangio. I was pumped when he came in here. Everybody was like, oh, they didn't like him in Miami. They didn't like him in Miami because they assembled a team of prima donnas who didn't want to be told what to do. And he came in with all these young guys who have no problem listening to someone who, he's old school. No problem listening to an old school guy.
Yep.
So kudos to Vic Fangio. You brought us back to somewhere we haven't been since the second best statistical defense in the history of the NFL in the 1991 Eagles.
Yeah, that's got to mean something.
You got a bone there?
Have you ever seen a defense shit the bed that has played that well going into the playoffs? I haven't. Not like that. Especially in offense.
Not at all.
See, some teams will have a really good defense, and then their offense is complete trash.
Right.
You know, you don't have the best running back in the league. You don't have a top 5 tier quarterback. You're just getting by playing really good defense, and you're winning really close games, really gritty games.
Right.
Waz finds that funny. You know what I find funny, Waz? No eyebrows. That's what I find funny, my friend.
Oh.
Is it real? Did he disclose that it was real?
Alan,
what happened there?
I'll fill you in. So,
no worries. So onto this defense. And talking about this past Sunday's game, you had a bunch of third and fourth string dudes in there
running into the stands to pull people out to play,
and they didn't miss a beat. They didn't miss a beat. So that that goes
Giant
to how
starters,
good,
right?
Yes,
absolutely. So that goes to how good Nick Fangio really is. You got a bunch of dudes out there like the four of us,
they're all bought in.
right? And they're out there killing themselves and making it happen. So that's a positive thing to have in our building, you know.
No, go ahead, Food.
Kaylee Ringo and Sidney Brown. I mean, of course, Sidney Brown sealed the deal with the INT.
Sidney's an animal. He's an animal, bro.
Absolutely.
Sidney Brown's an animal, especially after that fight he had.
I think next year Slay's gone, and it's either going to, if they re-sign Isaiah Rodgers, it's going to be him and Kaylee Ringo duking it out on the other side of Quinyon Mitchell.
Ooh.
And I mean, not to like, if you can get rid of Slay and slide more youth into the starting secondary, come on, man. And like Norm just said, Howie set the Eagles up for a while between the draft free agency and cap space. He set up these coaches for success. Listen, I will literally fist fight anyone in the street that tries to tell me that there's a better GM in the NFL than Howie Roseman. There's not. It's not. It's not even close.
Oh, how about Sirianni getting snubbed on the fucking Coach of the Year?
Well,
which is some BS. That's some BS.
Look,
we wanted to cut that man's head off when we were 3-2.
Oh, we were going for his head the end of last season.
Absolutely, and
right. You got to keep a coach. You have to keep a coach. You got to give a coach a chance. You have to.
Let's all admit it. We were ready to run him right to the airport after
the guy has 47 regular season wins in his first 4 seasons.
All he does is
one other coach in NFL history had 47 wins in his first 4 regular season. It was George Seifert, who took over for Bill Walsh.
Niners.
George Seifert, who took over for Bill Walsh, who had Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, like a team of Hall of Famers. Steve Young. Well, that was when Seifert took over. It was still Montana. It took a couple of years for him to work Montana out and get Steve Young in.
Right.
I'm a big Montana guy. That's
when they blew San Diego, the Chargers out, I forget what Super Bowl it was, but Seifert was the coach there.
You know what, Norm?
Jerry Rice got Super Bowl MVP.
That is a hell of a comparison.
Yeah,
he got snubbed because he's the Happy Gilmore of football. You know, I mean,
if no one likes us and we don't care, that's the way it is.
If that is not the epitome of the goddamn town that roots for this team, I don't know what is. The Happy Gilmore of coaches is phenomenal. I want somebody to put Sirianni's face on Happy Gilmore now. That's what I want.
Well, I think Sirianni needs his own T-shirt, bro. Sirianni needs his own T-shirt. You ever see how he's always wearing the players' T-shirts?
Yeah,
he needs his own T-shirt.
The players need to wear his T-shirt walking in against the Packers at 4:30 in Lincoln Financial Field. That place is going to. Alan, I'm assuming you'll be down there. You and Fuji will both be down there.
Yeah.
No. Me, Pops is a little not feeling too well, but he's fine. He's healthy. But yeah, we passed up on the tickets this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Waz said this is the second time in 3 years the Eagles led the NFL in pass defense. They allowed an NFL low 180 per game in 2022 with James Bradbury, Marcus Epps, Avonte Maddox, C.J. Gardner, Johnson, and Slay. Yes,
we
but
had a good pass rush too, though. We did have a good pass rush.
Yeah, but just coupled with the run defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look,
was that the year we set the sack record?
No, that was two. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
70,
No.
70
We didn't set it. We were what, 1 or 2 away. We set the team sack record, but not
Definitely
the
team sack record. Yeah.
definitely had 70 sacks.
And now
that was crazy.
Well, it's hard to get a sack anymore because you got to watch where you actually hit the quarterback.
Another Howie Roseman move, allowing Hassan Reddick to go to the Jets. And look, he has literally one shared sack. That's it all season. Yeah. He has 0 solo sacks. So
I always said he always oversold on his edge rush. And if you get used to that edge rush that he's doing when he's overselling, you're susceptible to screens. You're gonna not defend the flat at all.
Yep. Like, they're gonna run right by you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what they were doing.
Right
or you're gonna run through the gaps.
Well, really, he's a linebacker, not a defensive end. I mean,
right, exactly.
Right off the edge.
Yeah, at this point in his career, he should probably move inside. He probably doesn't have the.
No, he needed that Super Bowl to stay here. He needed to compete in that Super Bowl, and he didn't. You know,
right? Yep.
You needed that guy. That guy. Everybody, we were talking about him all year long. He was even being talked about as possibly being Defensive Player of the Year. And then, in the Super Bowl, you lay an egg, dude. I'm like, where the fuck are you? Like, I'm literally watching the whole. I'm like, where is the pass rush? What's going on? I know they talk about the grass, but everybody had the same
about
grass.
the field.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, bro. You didn't show up. He didn't show up.
Yeah, KC had to play on the same field. So don't give me
27 sacks in 2 years. I mean, that's a lot to.
It is.
That's a lot to replace.
Well, didn't he break his hand too, or something? And then that whole year,
mid season, right?
Yeah, that killed him. That killed him because he's a handsy guy, if you know what I mean. Like he fights with his hands all the time.
Well, but he was a holdout with the Jets too, though. At the beginning of the year, I don't think he actually started the year.
I don't think he wanted to leave here. Did he? Did he want to leave here? I don't even know what
he wanted to stay.
He wanted to be paid, and they weren't willing to pay him.
I would have never paid him after that Super Bowl.
If you guys remember, he's the one that knocked Purdy out in the championship game.
Yep,
broke his hand or whatever. So he's the one that set the tone for that game.
Yep. Then we had to listen to San Francisco for the next year.
And it's hard. It's hard. I lean over. It's hard. It's hard to hear him now, sitting way up here. You know, number. What you are? I can't talk shit. You know, I talk shit.
You know what? I think also the young guys drove Reddick out of here too because Sirianni drafted those guys for a reason. And I think that they were shining in practice, obviously.
Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith came out.
Went from Mr.
That's my
Irrelevant.
boy, bro. That's my boy, bro. I've been talking about him.
Hassan Reddick, who?
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, Jalen Carter.
Nolan Smith's an animal.
Davis.
Right now?
Oh, my God.
Nolan Smith, right?
Nolan Smith. Well, I mean, hindsight's 2020.
Well,
you know,
if
a year ago, no shot. You're taking Nolan Smith. Hindsight.
No.
I'm saying now.
Absolutely.
See, that's sometimes you got to roll the dice, and that's what we did. We let Reddick go. We knew that we could possibly sacrifice what he brought on the edge rush, but I mean, Sweat's always been running in there. We always have a deep defensive line, and that's what makes our pass rush so good. We just beat the crap out of the other team's offensive line. We just destroyed her. It's a tough game. When you know you got to play the Birds, you better eat your damn Wheaties because they don't stop. They're dogs. They just constantly they pound that fucking middle so you can't run up the middle. You can't run around the sides because they got quick side. It's just insane. Carter and Smith are top tier. Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
So let me go ahead, Fuji.
Milton Williams and Jomo.
And your the depth.
They all brought it.
You're deep.
You're
deep, bro.
We're deeper than we thought we would be in the beginning of the year. That's for sure.
Especially without Fletcher.
Oh, absolutely.
So listen,
Jalen Carter has not stopped. Is it Carter or Davis?
And I like his attitude out there. I hate when the other there's like a lot of fans out there like, he's this, he's that. I want that on my team. That's Philly.
He's going to catch his.
Yep, I like his attitude. I like his fire.
Yeah.
You know,
You know, it's shit. That's my next
like
jersey.
like Sirianni. Like I like his fire. I like his fight, but he toned it down a little bit, right? And Carter might have to do the same. I love the passion. He can have that
Oh yeah,
passion,
no
but don't
penalty.
don't get that dumb
Right.
penalty.
Is
The weird
everybody-
thing,
Anybody else
energy,
notice that
everything.
that collapse
Yep.
last year
Yep.
coincided completely when Big Dom got booted off the sideline, and now that Big Dom's back, they're playing like a juggernaut. Honestly,
They're a family, dude.
Yeah.
That's a family locker room. They preach that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they do.
greatness.
well, it's nice.
You know,
It's
they always
nice when you
say all
have
the time.
guys. It's nice when you have guys that buy in. But listen, now that the game is over, now that the last game of the season's over, and Saquon didn't play, is anybody changing their stance on whether you wanted him to play or not? Are you happy that he didn't play? You saw what happened in Baltimore. You still wanted him to play?
I wanted him to get that record for the sole fact that it would have finished his 30 for 30 from the Giants
Yes, to the Eagles.
and it would have solidified him in NFL history. Yes,
Yeah.
He solidified as one of 9, but he could have been the one.
The one.
Yeah, but,
right.
Yeah, but you got to also think. I think Jalen Hurts got like 13 one-yard touchdowns because of them. He also averaged more yards a carry than Dickerson in Dickerson's year that he broke the rushing record. And I mean, if he played this game and he gets injured, if he plays this game and gets injured, or even just gets banged up, not injured, and gives it his all, gets that record, but maybe he's not fully 100 for the Packers. And it comes out to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, that rest helped him. Trust me. That rest helped.
Now, the only way, as I like, if I'm putting myself in Nick Sirianni's shoes, the only way I'm going for that record is if every offensive starter, except for obviously Jalen,
was starting that game.
You know,
because if not, then you're just putting the spotlight on Saquon and
exactly. I'm not putting Saquon out there with the backups and saying, "Go ahead, good luck." No, I'm running everybody and treating it like, "Hey, this is a warm up game for the playoffs because we don't know if Jalen's going to be back." So
I think until you make every game matter, you're never going to get that. Unfortunately, it seems like the new norm is that we're usually able to bench our guys at the end of the year, where all the other teams are playing for playoff spots. That's the new norm. That's Sirianni. All he does is win.
Yep.
Really?
So
also,
does. Yeah. Well, last night's game between Detroit and the Vikings, that was for the number 1 slot, right? Number 1 and number 5. So they were playing everybody. Luckily, like you said, Willie, we weren't in that position. We had
that's what I'm saying. Stats don't matter. Stats do not matter. It only matters individually wise for the players and everything. And it's a nice milestone. But the fact that you could look at Barkley, didn't play the last game of the year and won the Russian title. Say what?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry had over 1,900 yards rushing this year. Played every fucking game.
Yeah.
Say what? Barkley still beating. That's the first time in NFL history that 2 running backs had that many yards, and a guy that had 1,900 yards did not win the Russian title.
Norm says
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
He thinks if Jalen was healthy, they go for the record, but the change in scheme when he's not behind center really hurt Barkley. The RPO is almost non-existent at that point, so it makes a lot of sense. I think he might
break the record in that game. He was on his way, dude. It was going to happen. I'm telling you, when the Eagles' offense was just on all 4 cylinders, and then Jalen goes down, and now Barkley's just okay. He still got something, but he didn't get enough. He had so many tackles. He got tackled so many times for loss. It was disgusting.
Yes.
So that's a perfect
in that Commanders game. Yep.
It's a perfect segue into. Go ahead, Alan.
No. You. Okay.
That's a perfect segue into my next question. And Jalen Hurts still isn't out of concussion protocol yet. Like Fuji, what do you do? What do you do if Hurt? Do you go with Pickett? You go with Tanner McKee? I mean, what do you do if Jalen Hurts come Sunday at 4:30 can't get right enough to get out of concussion protocol?
I mean, as you said, Pickett, he's not 100% with those broken ribs. Honestly, I take the gamble and throw McKee out there. Why not?
It's the Nick Foles situation that I was talking to TK about already. It's already starting to happen.
This kid's got a lot of upside. All right, now he played.
He does.
2 games
He
against
He's
backup,
6'6".
He's got the confidence. The players
You
believe
see the
in him.
field.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
That's what we don't know, Waz. When is he clearing protocol? Because as of Waz says McKee, because
Why not?
if Pickett's banged up with ribs, use him as your third option. Use him as the backup, and take McKee. Obviously, he did it with a
Barkley
bunch of.
Can Barkley be dangerous with McKee in there, Tom? Can
Well,
Barkley be dangerous with McKee as the quarterback?
Well,
The whole running game's got to change up.
Kenny Pickett's not Mike Vick either. So
No.
what does it really matter? They're both basically statues back there. Glorified
but you
statues.
saw how many tackles for a loss the Commanders had.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you going to do though if Jalen can't go?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In my opinion,
your whole offense has got to change up.
Right.
I would still give it to Barkley. Sorry, Alan, but I would still give the ball to Barkley, but not overdo it, because it's not about the stats anymore or anything or these individual efforts. It's about winning the fucking football game. So
absolutely.
I don't know if you can play your full game plan with the way Barkley, but McKee's accurate. And Dallas Goedert, he got him involved quick, and that's good. They have chemistry. And Dotson, hey, maybe Dotson has a big game if McKee's in there again.
Well, I mean, you got to figure Dotson was wide receiver number 1 on Sunday.
I want to see McKee throw to Smitty. I want to see McKee throw to AJ Brown. I want to see it.
There's enough. There's going to be more than enough balls to go around McKee in there. It's not just going to be AJ down the field or Smitty.
He gets rid of the ball. McKee, and that destroys the other team's pass rush.
McKee is quick. McKee is very quick.
He does go through his progressions, and he's definitely by far the tallest QB you got. So he's seeing over the line. Whereas Jalen,
big old guys.
Jalen and Pickett kind of they gotta move left to right to kind of find their lane. So
Jalen gives you the rushing yards aspect to it.
The mobility, the mobility. Yep. That's the dangerous thing about Jalen that he brings to the offense, because now he's back there, and you got to worry. Well, is he going to take off and run on us? Right. That's the aspect that helps Saquon throughout the year.
Well, he could put it in Saquon's chest, take it out 2 plays in a row.
Jalen has a good deep ball too.
Yep.
Jalen can stretch the field too. He forces you to defend the deep ball.
Absolutely, especially with AJ. Him and AJ, they didn't do it too much this year, but they do love that. They love trying to connect on that deep ball together.
Hurts hit step 3 in the 5-step protocol and had to go back to step 1 because symptoms were coming back.
All right, so do we know any way how that goes? Does anybody really know how that goes? Like, what is he doing? Looking at what is he like? You got to follow like
what is the protocol? Is what you're saying?
It's like look at my finger. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
From what I had gathered, listen to WIP, the concussion protocol is that in the beginning of the year, you take this series of questionnaires, right? Mm-hmm. And you answer them. So, you it's like me taking it, not now. I had a few Miller Lights, but, taking it before the Miller Lights without the concussion, answering those questions. And then they give you those same questions back when you have a concussion. And they compare your answers, something similar to those lines. So I mean, you can't rush a head injury. You can't rush a head injury. You can't rush a concussion.
So he's struggling with the aerobic, or he passed 3. You said, Tom? Did he pass 3, or is he?
He made it to step 3 and had to go back. So, more aerobic exercise and strength training set him back to step 1. That would set me back to step 1. I'll tell you that right now.
They said he did the walk. He went through the walkthrough Saturday.
Questions after that.
They did. That's what I was wondering. Like, what happened? What went wrong?
They said after the strain he couldn't answer those questions. I guess from the cognitive questions that they ask him, I guess,
right.
You rest, you answer the questions, light aerobic activities, you do the same thing. And I guess you go through the 5-step process I guess in step 3 he got hung up.
I would have him ready to play as a backup in this game. And if McKee goes out there and he's lights out, we just let it be. But if we start struggling, we could bring Jalen in. You know,
Well,
if he does
the 5-step process with Pattison Ave.
it's tough, dude. I don't want to see him get hurt, dude. He must have really got rattled. If this is
I think that was
right
helmet to helmet. That
should
have been fine.
Should have been
fine. Helmet
into
the ground. Yep, absolutely. It was a cheap shot all the way.
Yeah,
all the way.
Time.
You know, and
with the helmet into the ground.
Same thing happened to Wentz against Seattle.
Yes, sir. Javon Clowney. Davion Clowney.
Don't forget the temperature was like in the mid-20s, and when his head bounced off that field, the way
hard as a rock.
Yeah, his thumb was going like this when he said he was okay. He was like,
yes.
No, when he got up, you could tell he was.
He was
smiling.
Dude. I'm good.
Yeah.
But I
like if the 30
he might change the NFL on that with that hit, the way that happened or whatever. They might really have to cut down on that big time, man. You know, a quarterback might just have to say when he's running, say it, yo, I'm going down, guys. And if he announces that, then you can't hit him. Let him just go down.
There's got to be something there, dude. There's got to be
something. You got guys making $50 million a year out there, and you're just going to be a fucking late hit, and it's going to take him out of the fucking game.
But also, there's a lot of quarterbacks that slide late, and then they expect not to get rocked, too.
No, there has to be a give-up signal. No slide, no nut. I'm done. I'm not fucking getting tackled right now. Stop me where the fuck I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's got to be something like that.
There'll be flags in their belts.
Right. Flag,
yeah, people still be getting whacked.
It just sucks that a late hit once again, just like the Clowney thing on fucking Wentz. And
it's messing our postseason up.
And then Dallas Goedert again. I think Dallas Goedert against the Commanders got his face ripped off and then smashed into the ground. Not that game. I'm talking about year before. No, remember when Dallas Goedert got his face ripped in that game?
Yes.
Every time that the Eagles are on fire, a fucking injury happens that is bullshit.
Oh,
it happens all the time.
I don't. Goddard to me.
Let's say the word.
The guy just can't stay healthy. I'm sorry.
It's true. Very true.
I think he's on his last leg with the Eagles.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Calcaterra's all right.
Well, he's another one that's filled in.
He's looking good.
Yeah.
TJ Warren. Is his name TJ Warren on Penn State?
Yeah.
That's what the big word is going around.
Yo. None of that blasphemy on this show. All right? None of that blasphemy on this show. You are going down Thursday night at 7:30. I'll tell you that. Don't even get me started. And you're outnumbered because Fuji don't care. And there's two Notre Dame fans on this show right now.
Hey, I still like Notre Dame. I don't hate on Notre Dame. I had to listen to you cheering for them all these years. And
yes, sir.
Franny, friggin', half a golden crown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's locked in on Notre Dame, dude. Everybody loves Notre Dame.
100%. Norm's a Notre Dame fan. So we agree on Saturdays and we argue on Sundays.
It's going to be a hell of a game. It's going to be a hell of a game.
Out of the woodwork, he slithers and snakes his way into the show. Vaughn Visay and I have a little bet for the Notre Dame Penn State game. Vaughn, you almost had a Notre Dame flag hanging on your porch today. You're lucky I was in a good mood. But so if the Irish win, Vaughn has to wear my replica Rudy jacket. And I'll film him saying "Go Irish," and like I said on my post, maybe we'll get him to sing the fight song. If Penn State wins, I have to wear some sort of. Thank you, Waz. I know you're an Irish fan too, brother. I know Penn State wins. I have to wear Penn State gear. Every 5 minutes in the show, I have to stand up and say we are Penn State. Which, like I said, I start to dry heave even saying it. And look, in all seriousness, I don't dislike Penn State. I just know that people look at Notre Dame fans now. Now, Vaughn, while he is a Penn State fan and from the fine state of Pennsylvania, he does have a predisposition to where he unfortunately his team that he cheers for in the NFL are already golfing on the golf course in the Dallas Cowboys. So
I knew it. I knew he's a Cowboys fan.
It felt like it, didn't it?
I knew it. I knew that's where you were going as soon as you started talking about it.
I know that Notre Dame fans get the same kind of bad press that Cowboys fans get. So when I start digging on the Penn State fans, because I mean, let's be real, we're in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of Penn State fans. There's a whole lot of Notre Dame fans all over the country. That's why I live up to the heel part of being a Notre Dame fan, and I like to poke the bear. And so I was on social media yesterday, just poking the bear a little bit, saying hi to all the Penn State fans out there and reminding them that their season is almost over, which is nice because, you know, this Thursday around 10:30, I'll probably be so drunk I won't be able to read, write, or say my name. But hopefully then we'll be getting ready for the national championship against either Texas or Ohio State. I don't know who plays first, if it's the Irish and Penn State or if it's Ohio State and Texas.
We'll give you a breathalyzer.
Give me a breathalyzer. You don't want to do that.
I think it's good for college football that it's Penn State. And
you might break it.
Especially around our area.
Now
I know it's really good.
I know this is an Eagles program, and yeah, we'll get back to the Birds and some predictions and everything like that. Norm and I were looking at it.
Penn State and Notre Dame played Thursday.
All right, so we'll know who who Texas or Ohio State will play. The Irish and Penn State play first. But the Notre Dame Penn State all-time record is 9-9-1.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It is literally split right down the middle, and one of the biggest games in either storied school. I mean, let's be real. Penn State and Notre Dame are two storied programs. History is being played this Thursday night. And even if you're not a huge fan of Penn State or Notre Dame, and you just like college football,
or even if you don't even like college football, watch this game.
This is
absolutely. It's going to be a hell of a game.
A lot of NFL talent in this game. Yep. So if you want to see an Eagle in this game, possibly next year, watch this game.
So, Alan, I don't know if you've seen a couple of videos that I've posted online of being outside. Norm is also a Notre Dame fan. We are like shit. We're if you look at the bottom of the shoe, we're there. Hold on. Carter and that defense, the Knicks are going to run out of luck. I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about
Carter's
that.
Nice. Carter's nice.
So Norm is a prankster, and I guess he's brought out my inner prankster. And Vaughn lives not too far from where we're at right now. A couple of times I went. He's again a Cowboys fan, but I hung some Eagles stuff outside his house. Took a couple videos, posted them on Facebook. And I have a Notre Dame flag just waiting, but I'm waiting for the right moment to strike because our shop is a lot closer to Vaughn than where he works to his house. So we can kind of sneak in there, do what needs to be done and get out of there. But so far, I've behaved myself. So far, I've behaved myself.
I know that's tough. That's tough.
You're one of the people who know that that's difficult for me, especially now at this point in my life. I'm like re-released out into the wild. That's just trouble.
I'm just looking forward to a really good game. That's all I'm looking forward to.
A lot of trouble.
And I don't want to see you bitching and moaning, Tom. And I really don't want you staying up every fucking 5 minutes on the next show. So I'm cheering for the Irish.
That's what now. See, but I thought you were a Penn State.
I'm a smart guy. I'm not a huge college football fan like that. But I do love to watch Penn State. It's always on fucking TV. But what I'm saying is I don't really have a number one college team. Like over a lot of the years I liked USC, I liked Ohio State before. Like I just love watching the games and the talent. And Alabama had some really good teams that I watched. Oklahoma.
Right back.
Smells like a fair weather fan to me. I don't know.
Hey, I could give a rat's ass. I am not watching this game fuck up every 5 minutes, bro. So I'm locked in on Go Irish.
Look at me. Do I look like I want to stand up every 5 minutes? I need Notre Dame.
I don't need fucking Penn State winning that game.
That's the equivalent of calisthenics for me for a year.
I just appreciate great football.
Right.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
As a fan.
Look. At the end of the day, if Penn State were to beat Notre Dame and go to the college football championship, I would absolutely want them to get eviscerated off planet Earth so that I don't have to hear Penn State fans, because as much shit as I've been talking, I will get it back. I will get it back. Oh, I will get it back.
How badass, Tom, would it be if Notre Dame wins the national championship and the Eagles win the Super Bowl? That'd be huge.
Never know.
You never know, man. A lot of things line up sometimes. A lot of things line up.
At least I'm not wagering my eyebrows, TK. You're absolutely right. I think
maybe
appreciated that as well.
Maybe you should.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh yes.
Put your eyebrows.
Daniel Bryan. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
I mean, I am not.
I would love to see you without eyebrows, bro.
I double dog dare you about it.
Well, you can triple dog dare me as all you want. It's not happening. The hair, because the hair is staying here. Okay?
What about blue hair dye if Penn State wins? Blue hair dye. Dye your hair
I'll
blue.
consider that. I'll consider that.
I'll
consider dyeing my hair blue.
Give it to stand up 5 minutes or do it in your seat. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'll do it in my
every
seat.
5. Yeah, dude.
Jeez, you really don't want to see me.
If you keep standing up every 5 minutes, you might knock the whole fucking set over.
Look, Vaughn's considering this blue hair dye. Vaughn, yes, he heard that. Anyway,
Yeah, blue hair dye would work.
Will asked a question. Let me get back to it. You asked me what would happen, and I can't even begin to imagine what would happen in a world where Notre Dame wins the national championship and the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl. I can tell you what will happen. My liver will go into failure.
I think
very, very quickly.
There's a shit ton of fucking Notre Dame fans.
He said, Vaughn, you're not getting these eyebrows. You're not getting these eyebrows.
Put those eyebrows on the line.
No, I am not. See, Waz? Do you see?
Promoting it.
Oh, you're not confident in Notre Dame. That's what it is.
Do you see?
Oh,
I am not going to look like this. I am not going to look like this. No, it's the number 16 versus the number 17. Anything can happen.
I mean, that looks like that looks like a cooking accident.
And you know what? Put some like Penn State paint on you and just
all your
best and do the show and that.
Just come in. Come in half blue, half white, and
with no eyebrows.
I haven't worn face
no eyebrows.
I haven't worn face paint since my mummer's days. Which the last time I marched was 2013.
Oh my God, like Braveheart. We'll get them to do like the Braveheart, bro.
Yes.
I might do that before. Now you see my face. I'm excited. William Wallace? Are you kidding me?
Blue and white.
And no eyebrows.
If the Irish lose, watch this. Then if the Irish lose, look at a Tony Romo tramp stamp.
Yo,
I can't believe you put that in print. Waz, you put that in print.
I'd rather kill myself.
That is out there forever now, Waz. It's out there forever. It's in print. Next time I see you.
Literally said,
has Waz been drinking? Wait, has Waz been drinking?
Yes.
Wait, Waz. You all right, buddy? Have you been drinking or something?
I'd rather kill myself.
That's confidence right there, bro. That is confidence right there.
Yeah.
If the Irish lose, maybe
Tommy
some
gets
face
a
paint.
tattoo of Penn State on his
eyebrow.
I already have.
A tramp Penn State logo.
Absolutely not.
Right on his ass.
Look, you don't you don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Tom, what if Norm shaves your eyebrows on your pastel?
Romo.
If Norm attempts to shave my eyebrows,
and your pastel,
I will fucking kill him.
If he gets that tattoo, we're all going.
Oh, great! So I can pass out again, like I did for our first tattoo. You remember that? First tattoo we ever. Tell him where I passed out into, though. Will tell him where I passed out.
Into the boots.
The lady who was giving me the tattoo gave me a nice landing area for my face when my blood went cold. I passed out.
There you go.
She told me to calm down and put my hand right on her thigh while she was doing it. She was flirting with all of us, bro. And we were I was underage. My first tattoo, I was 15 years old. I was
16. I was 16.
So you're all young, handsome young men. You know, she's trying to take advantage.
Oh, she was all over. I'm the one that negotiated us to get it underage. I was like, yo, we ain't gonna say nothing.
Waz just said any of you can design it.
Your Tony Romo.
I will draw Tony Romo, bro. I don't care. I will do it in some way, shape, or form. I do have some art background.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else has something better.
Making fun of handicap.
we can use AI to create this thing, and it'll be very explicit.
Good, we'll do that. But he has to have a Tony Romo jersey on for Dallas. He has to have that on,
or maybe a helmet. At least a helmet.
I want to see Romo's jersey. I want people to know that's a Dallas football player right there.
For those
Tony
of you,
Romo, number 9. Right?
For those first timers that maybe tuned into the Pattison Ave Phanatics Show, this is what we like to call off the rails, and this is exactly where the show is going.
That's where it always goes.
We have Bangkok lady boys. We have guys with no eyebrows. We have guys getting tramp stamps of Tony Romo.
Well,
only if the Irish lose.
It's the same guy doing all three. Waz, you're out of control tonight, bro.
Wow.
My headset's upside down.
You have to have.
Where's he at?
And Waz doesn't live far from here, so he's only like 20 minutes from where we're at right now, which that's not a good thing for you, Waz, because Norm likes to drive. I'm just saying.
He's up in Schuylkill County.
Yeah, he's up here too.
Oh, shit, man, y'all. Damn.
Unless y'all come to Philly. Right? That's what I'm saying. But take Waz down the South Street tattoo.
Oh, that South Street tattoo.
Put that tramp right on that joint.
Right there, man.
Oh man.
So
smack it on.
So like I said, there will be no hair being removed from my body. I will consider spray painting my hair blue or getting some blue and white paint on my face.
Blue eyebrows too, and blue eyebrows and Braveheart makeup.
I love the Braveheart.
Make it be
Braveheart.
Yeah, when your eyebrows are shaved, just put some like blue paint up there.
Yeah,
blue on one side, white on the other.
You're not getting the eyebrows.
Look like a fucking clown. Look like a clown or a yin yang or something.
I look like what's the guy from the Rob Zombie things? The dude with the blue and white makeup.
I know you're talking about
the clown guy. I can't remember his name. That's what I would look like. However, thankfully,
you would look like John Wayne Gacy. That's what you.
You're gonna get out of that. I
don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it.
John Wayne,
like I said,
costume, a blue and white clown costume. Wow.
Yeah.
Waz said he's down. He got a questionable tat on South Street from a very intoxicated, large gay man.
Oh man!
Can't say that. We're in those groups.
Tough crowd tonight.
Oh man!
Yeah, what happened in this room, bro? What happened?
Wow!
What happens on the Pattison Ave Phanatics Show stays on the Pattison Ave.
Not your average sports talk show. Let me tell you.
Send those eyebrow clippings FedEx up here.
Wow!
No, man. No. We'll UPS them overnight, dog.
Hey, there you go.
Alan can get us free shipping.
Delivered.
UPS overnight. You love my Eagles UPS hoodie?
I love that hoodie, bro. That is nice.
It's my work hoodie.
I'm gonna reboot here real quick for the last 10 minutes of the show.
Let's do it.
Go Irish, go Birds. Woosah. So I'm just envisioning Watts getting a tramp stamp on his back. I can't get it out. Can't get out of my head. So yeah, Vaughn, we may be able to modify our.
Go Irish.
You are not getting my. You're not. Are you kidding me? These are like gold right here. You're not getting my number.
Makes you look sexy, Tom.
Hell yeah, dude.
Keep you looking sexy.
Norm, you got one job.
It's like, Tom,
please don't give him any jobs.
It's like the song out, but I won't do that. The 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But Tommy won't do that. He will not shave those eyebrows.
No, you're not getting my eyebrows.
Little meatloaf. I just won't do that for love.
All of a sudden, you're gonna hear.
I want you.
I'll dive out the window. I would dive out the second floor window. You're not getting any eyebrows. And then when I hit the ground,
it is tough to wake TK up when he's mangled. So that's an easy way.
If I
to
get
shave
one,
him.
I don't sleep.
do I have to get the?
Well, Tom, they
If I
have
get
that.
one of your eyebrows, do I have to get the second?
Well,
You're
Tom,
not getting
they-
any of them. Why are you even asking me this?
Tom,
Well,
they got
you're going to walk around with one eyebrow?
Tom, they got that pencil where the ladies
Yeah.
use it. Where they have
You
no
can just
eyebrows.
stencil it. You can just stencil it on, Tom. Just
Fuge,
draw it in.
I can bounce you right into the lobby right now.
Tell me what's his eyebrows.
Listen, look.
You know what's funny? We're not even talking sports right now, and everybody.
Yeah, we're just having a good time.
Everybody's just having a good time. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf, yes.
Mom, meatloaf,
man.
now.
I'll do that. Enough of
Oh,
that.
man.
No
man.
love.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Hey, Tom, somebody has to stir the shit.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you're probably going to get into predictions for the game. Is that what you're going to do?
Thank you, Will. Thank you for that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
The actually, first off, before we get into Sunday's predictions, is there any team, Tommy the eyebrowless wonder? That's look. I'm telling you this right now. This is my plea to the authorities. I will kill a man. I'm putting it out there now. This is premeditated, so I'm just getting first degree.
Yo,
If
he shaves his eyebrows, he'll have no facial expressions.
then you draw them on like very menacing eyebrows and just
Yes. So we'll get you the temporary tattoo eyebrows where you can just put them on. You know, you can have a different expression every day. You know,
as Rob Ellis from WIP would say, let's get it back to the Eagles, okay?
All right, go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
I never heard.
let's go Birds. Let's go Birds.
Are there any teams in the NFC that
Mhm.
scare you at all? Fuck you. Fuck
The
you.
Rams. Minnesota's going to go in LA this week and lose to the Rams.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're choke artists. All they do is choke 38-7. You know you, Minnesota. Go choke again. Like you always do.
30.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins 2.0.
I just think the Rams are just that team flying under the radar.
They got
could
some
be.
talent.
It could be. They got Stratford, Matthew Stafford. There we go. Stafford.
I'm
yeah.
not afraid of the Lions,
Yeah.
Wallace, because I think that the Lions will, if they don't, the only way they would beat us would be a shootout, or they can't blow us out. I think we would put points up on them
I don't think our defense would allow that to be really be a shootout.
Gibbs ain't getting all that on us, bro.
However,
Gibbs ain't getting all
if
that on
Tanner
us.
McKee is there instead
way.
of Hurts, it could be problematic.
Tanner
It
McKee
could
gets
be
rid of
very
the ball quickly,
problematic.
so I would like
He's
to
going to
see.
have to.
I would like to see it. I don't know, dude. Regardless, I'm not afraid of the Lions. I'm really not.
All right.
I'm
so
afraid of
it's-
Tampa Bay. That's who I'm afraid of.
Yeah, there are Achilles.
I sense
There
that
are Achilles heel.
I sense that little bitch in you when you were saying you'd rather face the Commodores than the Bucks. I smelled that. Coming off you. A little scared.
Actually, I'm not really afraid of the Commodores because I mean, if Jalen's in there, but if Jalen's not in there, then can McKee? Yeah, McKee can throw him the commit. I'm fine with it, dude. I'm ready to do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do it.
But it don't
we
matter
need
because
some
we're playing the
revenge.
Pack.
No, let's get some revenge on that because that was our 1 seed.
So why
That
not?
that was our 1 seed. So why not ruin them?
Why not
Get that revenge?
When
Yeah.
when it comes down to the Eagles and Lions, it's going to be a heavyweight fighting mode.
Yeah,
Hell
It's
yeah.
going to be a knockdown, drag out, bar fight,
yeah.
Philly
Yeah.
street
I
fight
love
to the fullest.
Rocky
Absolutely
Balboa
is.
uppercut on Tommy Guns into a septibus.
And
Night.
it's going to be in
Yep,
Detroit.
yep.
My ring's
That's
outside.
Yeah, it's going to be in Detroit.
Yes.
That's why he said in Motown.
You knocked him down. You knocked him down.
Me
No,
down.
me down now. I
That's
love
a
it.
tough one.
That's a
Let's
tough
go.
one to go into Detroit, dude. They're going nuts. They got fucking Slim Shady in the crowd.
Honestly,
Like,
if
crazy over there.
If you remember correctly, Slim Shady left the game early last year when they got their butts kicked.
Doors blown in.
Right?
As
Shady
he
left
should.
the game
Wow.
early. So
Look, let's bring it back here to the wild card weekend. Let's bring it back to Philadelphia Eagles and Green Bay Packers.
go Birds.
I need
Yeah,
predictions.
Golf is no slouch. Got you, Wallace. Golf is no slouch. I got you.
I need predictions for this game. Philadelphia Eagles, Green Bay Packers. You're going to have to weigh in whether Jalen is going to be in there or not. So there's a couple of factors, none of which are missing eyebrows, that you're going to have to think about while you're giving your prediction on this game. Mike Fuji, I'm starting with you. Mom Spaghetti.
Come back to me.
Okay, Allen Andracavage. What is your prediction for the Eagles Packers this Sunday at 4:30?
My prediction is Jalen will be a go. We will focus heavy on the run, but acclimate Jalen back into his type of game. If he doesn't, if Jalen isn't a go, I say run with Tanner. Hey, he'll click. We've seen him for 6 quarters now. I think he'd be a good fill-in for Jalen if that needs to be. So I'm not really worried about the offense. Definitely not worried about the defense. Eagles win 21-12.
Willy Guns, what is your prediction?
Oh, you went with me next. Wow.
Yes, sir. I'm giving food second to last, and then I'll give you my eyebrow full.
Green Bay's a good
prediction.
team, man. Green Bay's a good team. I could see points scored in this game. They do score points. I'd say if Barkley could possibly run all over them, though. Barkley possibly could run all over them. I'm going to go with 28-24 Birds.
All right, Fuge.
Well, they lost Christian Watson for the year.
Yes, they did. And
and Jordan Love's banged.
Jordan.
Oh, that's if
Jordan
Jordan
Love
Love plays. That's if Jordan. But then again, sometimes backup quarterbacks screw us. So I'm not saying that. I'm just gonna go with 20,
do not invoke Joe Webb. Do not invoke Joe Webb on the show.
Fuck Joe Webb. Where's he live?
Fuck
Let's
Joe
go
Webb.
get him right now.
Joe Webb.
I'll meet you halfway, Will.
TK always talk about Joe Webb, bro.
Well, me, you, and your brother watched that game at Nichols Tavern down on Oregon Avenue. We watched that game. Fuge, what's your prediction?
Birds 32-16.
So that was close. That's close to where I had it. I just think the Eagles, backup quarterback, starting quarterback aside, are going to be too much. I think they're going to be too much for Green Bay to handle. Eagles 35, Green Bay 13. Not even really close. They kind of kick it into cruise control. They'll be sitting starters midway through the fourth quarter, I believe. They'll be sitting starters. That is Waz has a wonderful prediction of 42-3, spoken like a man who lost his eyebrows in a bet.
Exactly.
I'll take that. Yo, Waz, I'll
Absolutely.
take that. I'll take that, Waz.
Obviously,
That means my starters are getting rest. I'm fine with that, especially Jalen.
I think
or if Jalen doesn't play.
I think the biggest strength on that Packers offensive side is Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs. If you shut down their run, they're not going to have shit.
Agreed.
Right. Yep.
Agreed. Well, listen. It's been an interesting show. We got a little Notre Dame, Penn State talk in there. Love is a question. Watson out. Jacobs and inactive. So.
Oh, they need Watson though, dude. They do need Watson. Wow.
Yeah, but he's out, right? So.
Green Bay's receivers, by the way, though, I've seen a lot of their games this year. They do drop the ball. They drop the ball a lot.
Good.
And we don't even give you much room to catch the ball, let alone
our boys
open passes.
Yeah, our boys like to hit them.
So listen.
Physical.
That's going to do it for this week's show. Thank you to Allen. Thank you to Fuge again for jumping in with us, and Willy Guns, my co-host, of course. So for everyone here on the Pattison Ave Phanatics Show, I will be keeping my eyebrows. Please do not. I will be keeping my eyebrows regardless. Go Irish. Go Birds. This is a Pattison Ave Phanatics Show.
Now you're not
Tom
signing off
Kelly.
yet. I gotta say my thank yous to them for being on the
Oh,
show. See,
Well,
you always
go
do
ahead.
that
Then why
to
did you
me.
let me go through my
No,
spiel?
because you don't stop. You just
Why
keep
couldn't you
going.
cut
You don't listen.
Love
You
you
don't
guys.
listen.
Appreciate you coming on the show. Cheers.
Anytime.
And Tom,
Thank
Love you.
man.
Love
I'm
you,
always
Willy
gonna
Guns.
bust your stones, bro. I'm always gonna bust your stones.
You
Love you guys.
interrupted.
Appreciate you. You guys are
Absolutely.
honorary Pattison Ave Fanatics.
Always.
Love you.
Always.
Anytime. Let me know.
Go
I'm
Birds.
on.
Go Irish. We're at it.
Turn on the sports show tonight. TK's got the energy right. Willy Guns take us to the fight. Pattison Ave rocking the night. It's the Fanatics Sports Hour.